Good morning and welcome to a very, very wet and soggy recce video. So, the purpose of this one is, as you know, me and Jake do a winter camp that's open to everybody. We're looking for locations. We don't want to turn up somewhere and it'd be absolute ag and everybody gets stuck and people not turn up because it's raining or something like that. So we've come out in the rain, lots of rain. You know when you're waiting for a drip in your camper, because that is the first time when it's been heavy, heavy rain and I've not just dropped the roof down, but all is in the roof. So I've opened this up for the Patreons, just said, look, me and Jake are going out for a recce. If you want to come with for a camp, come along. The demographic is definitely changing. This isn't all the sprinters on the Patreon group, you know. There is more. And the people that do have Land Rovers are actively looking on eBay at sprinters. And then you buy a roof tent.
Yeah, so this is a cargo trailer today. I've gone with the roof tent.
How was your new roof tent in the rain?
Really loud. I'm used to having like literally no noise. It's all soundproof in the trailer, so it was really loud. That strap kept getting blown in the wind round and hitting the aluminium top.
Right.
So I had to open the window and pull the strap in and zip it into the window zip so it wouldn't get blown around. Other than that, it was lovely and warm. I didn't put the diesel heater in last night. I just was up there with an electric blanket just in case, but it stayed at about 16 degrees in there all night, which was toasty as hell. I
actually fancy the last time I stopped in a roof tent was near Andorra in the Pyrenees Mountains, and it was a nice change. The only downside was it was again extremely wet, and because we'd done a good few days off-roading and things, everything was wet, so it wasn't the most enjoyable for what it could be. So I do fancy doing a roof tent camp. What I am going to do, there is a bit of a channel change coming up very shortly, which I'm going to announce, so keep an eye on it. And I will be wanting to get a few different roof tents and stuff, and that'll become clear soon. I'm saying, if you're not fiddling with it, you're not doing anything different, are you? I get no pleasure from using the same thing twice the same way. I jumped out of the van in my trainers and just instantly buried myself in this. Welly boots to the rescue. I put them there. Yeah, I figured you got to get out.
How's your box of bits, Rich? Did you leave it outside all night?
I did.
Yeah, even though I brought it around and left it there and told you to take it inside.
I got nowhere for it. I've got a camper van full of stuff.
You could have said I could put it in mine.
We're just having a bit of a mooch round now. And there's a little bit of a woodland there, and Pete's just pointed out that we've parked in the lowest point of the field. That might have something to do with why it's so wet, but we're rocked up in the dark. It's a fair size.
We rocked up in the dark.
Yeah, this is one of the fields, and as we mooch round, actually as you get into the long grass, it is actually quite solid. Yeah. So as you come through the gate on the road, it is a little bit muddy. There's no ifs or buts about that. As you come down the field, it does get a little bit hard packed. As you come through from one field to the other, it is a little damp again. And then, yeah, we are in... Hold on a minute, Pete. We've parked next to the bulrushes. This is like Bushcraft Show 2017 all over again.
Oh yeah, we're basically parked in the swamp.
Get out of my swamp.
But which one of us is Shrek? That's the question.
There's a few Shreks here.
I reckon that'll be alright.
Yeah, I reckon if we'd have gone straight over by that corner there on the high ground.
Yeah, that would have been spot on.
I'm saying we upset Tiny and his Calais tent village. We move over there. Or the other option is we just go to the woods because it's not far from here. But I have noticed, have you seen that portaloo in the sky?
Oh yeah.
So I reckon there's even higher ground than this.
It's a literal turdis.
So we could have camped on the hill.
Yeah, we need to have a little drive around, really, don't we?
Yeah, we are open to options for the meat. We're in the Midlands at the minute, so round Birmingham way on, because I don't mind going a couple of hours south, because I know there's a lot of people that are further south than that. Make it a midpoint, and basically we need somewhere where we can just rent the field for the weekend, because the whole paper night with the landowner and all the rest of it last time basically meant that it cost us money to put the last meat on. And after I spent, I think it was 18 hours on the gate the first day, plus tidying everybody's stuff up, plus running around after stuff and organising stuff, I can't be paying to babysit people. So it has to cover my diesel for a couple of meets and things like that to make it worth me actually putting another one on, which I know there's going to be people upset if I make something out of anything or even cover costs, but I can do these meets, and the Patreons are absolutely zero ag whatsoever, so I open it up to 200 people that are just going to take the piss, which I know most of you didn't take the piss, but I still end up walking around with a hangover collecting everybody's rubbish in the rain. Pete says don't moan.
Positive vibes.
Yeah, but if
Positive
they
vibes.
don't care if they call me a mangy because I am. I'm saying it as it is because not everybody gets it. Most people can see what's going on, but there is a few.
But do you think they'll get it once you said it? No.
No, it is surprising on the gate of how many people complained last time at 30 quid for a meat.
30 quid for meat's nothing though. For all the effort you put in and paying for everything, 30 quid to pay for a meat's nothing.
Oh yeah, and that was to the landowner and charity. Me and Jake didn't make a penny off that.
Yeah, I don't think that's a lot of money.
I mean, most campsites you pay a tenner a night anyway.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
you had a whole weekend for 30 quid.
Yeah, the communal
And you had
fire
food
pits,
on,
burger
you had food
vans,
on, you had
barn.
Pits, you had the lads
Yeah.
under the barn.
We bought gazebos, everything.
And how
In
many
fact, we ended up
campsites
out of
did you
pocket for
turn
buying the
up to? Cheer them.
gazebos.
Cheer
Cheer
the
them
field
out.
up and it's,
Yeah.
thanks a lot lads, cheers,
Yeah.
bye bye.
Yeah.
And like at the Epworth meet that I did make a little bit of money out of that one. But with the mess that the field was, I ended up spending all that profit on having the field rollered. So I didn't make any money on that one. This is a running theme.
Did you- did you
knock that up last night?
I knocked this up yesterday afternoon actually. Yeah, extra bits in it.
Some lumpy bits.
Yeah. It's just easy, isn't it? Especially when you're travelling. Just, yeah, you don't have to boil the kettle, don't have to mess about. Got the coffee machine for coffee.
Just knock it up.
Just knock it up, mate. Knock it. Use the wanking span.
Right, so we're going for a bit of a mooch now. Gonna check out the woodland by the look of it, then go up to the farm shop because they look like they have got some amazing meats. Has that got beef?
Yeah.
What could go wrong?
So he's going to get off because if he has to jump on like that.
Yeah, it works.
Did you just remember how heavy you are as an adult? So currently we are just moving up at this bit here because as you can see down there all the water's heading in that direction. So what we're doing up in the sun, it's nice, it's just nice up here. What a lovely spot, nice and quiet. There is a few caravans and stuff but they're well out of the way. Where's he going? Go on, lad. And that is determination. Right, and look at this, right? Look at this. He's in two-wheel drive, but look, recovery point on the front. Somewhere to recover on the rear. Switched on cookie. This dead prostitute's only half in the boot. So what's going on here? I went across. Well, I've been buying electrical stuff for months and months and months and months. So as I get a bit of spare money, I'll buy a solar controller. The next month I'll get like DC until I've got all this stuff sat in the boot, and I'm still just running a battery and an Ogs beam fuse board. So me and Liam mounted everything up last week before, whenever it was. Tim's found his label maker, so apparently this is actually a dead prostitute, because that's what it says on it. In the boot of my car. So what we're doing now, I say Pete's doing now, is putting the mega fuses in that are going to go from the battery at the front, through the mega fuse, cabled across, through all the gear here, and that'll go into the DC-DC. From there, it's going to go into the battery, so that charges when I'm running the vehicle. I've got the solar controller, which, when it's sunny, will power the battery. And then, as well as that, I've got a huge inverter for the coffee machine and the George Foreman and bits and pieces like that. As well as that, it'll also allow me to have things like my big fridge that you've seen I'm rocking now will sit in here, and that'll be my freezer. It'll also let me have like the e-bike and any other, like my DeWalt's and things like that, and charge everything up in the boot without it having to clutter inside up.
Let's take it off the wire first and investigate the situation.
Pass it a minute, let me have a go.
Yeah, it needs. Well, you gotta give it some pump in action.
Yeah, it definitely works. It just goes up by a minuscule amount, but it's
Right, with you.
because it's force multiplying. It's yeah.
Okay.
Sounds good.
You couldn't stay still, could you, Jake? You're like, this thing's being built, let's get in there.
I need to do it.
Let's keep it.
There?
Yeah.
You got a while before it nimps up anyway.
Yeah, that is. Let's get a little bit closer first.
You'll feel it bite.
There?
No, it's too close to the end of the ferrule there. Yeah, that'll do.
So much like opening the bonnet on a Land Rover, it attracts middle-aged men. If you've got a camper van and you open your boot build up, so Pete now is doing IT things. Is he doing anything yet?
No.
Whose Wi-Fi is Police Mobile?
That'll be
I don't know, it's freaking me out.
it is over there.
Oh, it'd be Tim, yeah.
Tim's Wi-Fi be called that.
It's gotta be, hasn't it?
Jake didn't like looking on the internet and seeing one of the Wi-Fi passwords as Police Mobile surveillance unit.
Freak me out.
Looks like kitchen works. Yeah. That's his tagline.
So that was a bit of a blag, and it's taken most of the day, but the lads have helped me out. We've got the vehicle is now charging off of the engine, so the DC-DC's in. The heater is plumbed up. We've got a temporary pipe running through and pointing straight up into the pop top, so she's going to cook tonight. And everybody's cooking, having a few beers, just generally chilling. What a nice place to be with the lads.
On a time, keeping your feelings bottled up inside, heading for a collision in the night. To really live, you gotta die. Breathe in, breathe out. Hey, come alive. Breathe in, breathe out.
So, what an awesome kind of day, evening, around the campfire. What an amazing, chilled, kind of lovely atmosphere of everyone cooking up. And the beauty of it is, everyone's cooking and everyone's like, do you want a bit of this, do you want a bit of that? Tiny's like doing battered chips for everybody, and it's just chilled and nice. So I've had the diesel heater on now all evening. It's toasty warm in here, and gonna crash out. I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. Lovely weather as always, but that kind of was the point to this exercise, of see what this place is like if the weather turns. We can safely say, as it is now, it's a four-wheel drive venue. We're going to have a look at another little bit to see about two-wheel drives, and then it all comes down to costing. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, we'll find somewhere else. It's no great shakes. What are you saying about location, Jake?
Ah, yeah, lovely. Wow.
No, I'm in
to
for a
get out.
meet-up. It's
It's been good to get out, isn't it?
It has.
Definitely. Even though it has been wet and miserable, but you make the most of it, don't you? Like everything.
Well, I'd rather be doing this with my mates
Exactly. Than
sat at home in the dry. Yeah.
Exactly.
And
exactly.
I'll probably say 85% of the time it has been decent weather.
Yeah. Yesterday was lovely when that sun came out. Fantastic. So, yeah, we'll have to see about a winter camp. Definitely not here, but yeah, we'll have to find somewhere.
Or do we reverse it and look for something industrial rather than,
yeah,
you know, where it's like tarmacked and all the rest of it? Let
that-
us know what you think, or even if you have a location. Would you be averse? I've got a
Just blew it. See
Did you?
Your arm's not very long there, Rich.
Yeah. Yeah.
Would you be averse to going somewhere, like when I did that original museum meet, when it was in the museum car park?
yes.
So there was the grass
Yeah.
area that most of us went on, but there was also a tarmac car park.
Yeah.
If there is something like that near you, ideally around the Midlands, Yorkshire, that kind of way on, let us know. And if it is a possibility and you know the people, have a word with them and put them in my direction. Like I say, we're open somewhere where we can get between 100 and 300 people.
Yeah.
And ideally somewhere we can get food on, water, toilets.
Yeah.
We're self-sufficient, but when you're making it a social and everyone can have some food, drink, toilets and things, it just makes it easy. So that's kind of the plan. We're going to do the winter meet because, as always, the people that turn up to the winter meets tend to be the people that are more self-sufficient and less ag. And then as we get better at doing this, we can then start to do the summer meets as well. We don't want to do shows, but we do want to do bigger meets.
Yeah.
So, and like this one, this is the Patreons because everybody is no aggro whatsoever and it's easy done, but we will do stuff that is open to the public less frequent.
Yeah, definitely.
And one more thing, on winter camps, remember wellies.
Always wear your rubber.
Keeps you safe.
We've had more torrential rain last night, as I'm sure you can see by the feel.
No.
Is he going to make it out in Awana? He does use the Jeremy Clarkson principle of speed and power, so I am quite hopeful, but those ruts, you might be in for a recovery video here. Downhill, he's got the downhill. Fucking speed! I was just about to set off to the halfway point to film and he just got the courage and just went, fuck it. That had to be third gear on the limiter, had to be. Yeah.